You guys, it's the kid, 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 it's the main man here. Double H, half full, trying to live, trying to exist, trying to stay alive, man. So let's tell you what's going to be on the show. We're going to be talking about Real Madrid. They said what's up to the Frank. They said what's up to the Frank. Unlike Barcelona and Javi's boys, they said what's up to the Frank. We're going to talk about Real Madrid. Talk about Benzema, Ballon d'Or Benzema, and we're going to have I want to have a real conversation about KCM. Kross, Casemiro, Modric, and where should we put these guys in terms of a midfield three and how good they've been as a midfield three? We're also going to talk about Mama's boy. Mama's boy, aka Adrian Rabiot, he's headed to Man United. How have Man United fallen so low that they're trying to hire Mama's boy to try to help them? So from Frankie de Jong to Mama's boy, we're going to talk about United's transfer dealings and where United have been. And we're going to talk about Barcelona. Rumor around the campfire says if Barcelona cannot register Kessie and Christensen by Saturday, they will be available on a free. I think purely for the streets, that just needs to happen because that would be completely and utterly hilarious, man. If that was able to happen, they've not registered them. So, guys, as we say again, like the vid, subscribe if you're new, and if you want to help the show, feel free to send in a donation. Send in your super chats to your donation. We call them dubs up in this piece. As long as you're not Daddy Oos or English Talents FC, feel free to send in those dubs in here. And we thank you for those donations, which helps the football hut to grow and be what it is, man. So as I always say again, how's everyone doing? Everyone doing good?
Yeah, I'm great. Don't complain.
Tired.
Oh yeah, well, Michael, we'll get it. So Eric,
hey, you're already back.
Eric, how are you doing, man? No, we'll get there. We'll get there. Eric, how are you doing, man? How are you doing? Eric, smile, man. You always have this like monotone face and so forth. We don't see all these expressions and everything. Eric, this season is great, man. This season is great for Chelsea. Come on, man. Where's the smile?
I'm excited on the inside.
Your mic sounds like World War I, but we thank you for your excitement and so forth. But no, Eric, we need to see that excitement on the outside. We need to see that smiles on the outside, man. All right, let's get in with this whole show, man. So let's start with the top of the show. So, guys, Mikey, as you know, is from Finland. And Mikey, you know, he's a proud half Finnish, half American, and he is from Helsinki, and he went to the game. And Mike, can you not send me pictures of Eden Hazard by himself looking lonely? Because Mikey, before I give you the mic, because Mikey will only be here for a few minutes because he has to go, but I wanted him to tell me what it was like. Mikey sent me this. So as you can see, the dude to the left is, of course, Eden Hazard, who, for some strange reason, did not come onto the pitch. So, Mike, you know how I feel about Hazard. You know that I get emotional about it. Why? First, two things. Firstly, why did you take this pick? Secondly, why did you send me this pick, knowing how I would react to this pick? So if you just answer those two things, that'll be great.
Well, I sent it for you, HH, because it is your boy after all. And he was kind of looking lonely, and it was kind of a sad picture. It was just him by himself. He was there for like 2 minutes, just standing there. Just a lonely man. It's unfortunate to see, but yeah, I just wanted to send it to you, HH, just to let you know that Hazard, he's not doing well.
Oh Lord. So okay, so look, so give me your so being at the game and so forth. Talk to me about what was the atmosphere like. Did you meet any Madrid fans and so forth? How close were you to the pitch and so forth? Tell me everything, the whole experience, man.
I mean, look, I got to see quality football for the first time in a long time here in Finland. Otherwise, I see Finnish bricklayers. That's the problem.
Like, respect Finnish bricklayers, man. Respect.
Well, we did make it to the Euros, but look, the atmosphere was okay. To be honest, I was actually on the Real Madrid fan side, so the atmosphere was quite good. But the Frankfurt fans, even though there was 10,000, they were kind of dead. They were quiet. I guess they just accepted defeat before the game, and they didn't really urge the team on to win it. But I have to say something. Benzema, my God, you think he's good on TV? In real life, it's a completely different story. His off-ball movement, his touch, the guy just knows where to be in the right position. Benzema, if he doesn't win the Ballon d'Or, and I said this already, we must riot.
Oh no, we will. No, for me. Like I believe that, because I want to come to you on that point, but I believe that it is one of the most one-sided Ballon d'Ors I think we've had since Messi's 91 goals. I think like that was in terms of like there is literally no other person. Like when guys said, "Oh, Lewandowski deserved to win it that year," yeah, but Messi did what he did in the Copa America, and also Messi had the La Liga season. Messi struggled in Uber Eats. Cristiano said, "What's up" to Delia Smith and Norwich. Lewandowski, there's always that Bundesliga tax. What Benzema did specifically in terms of DOD, because in my opinion, it is the greatest DOD UCL run I've ever seen in my life. In terms of DOD, it's the greatest UCL run I've ever seen in my life, which is what Benzema did. So, in my opinion, he's the most obvious winner. In terms of DOD, he's the most obvious winner. So but it's a point that you make. I want to go around the room with this though, which is that why it's the same thing, but why do players feel differently when you watch them for real as opposed to TV? Case in point, before Nigeria played Italy in a friendly, I'd watched Pirlo ages. Watching Pirlo, because it was Craven Cottage. There was about Craven Cottage. Watching Pirlo in real, it felt different. I was like, where did you see a guy actually doing it? And I saw his vision and him switching players. Like, bro, this is madness. So let me come to your boy Osuna. Talk to me. Benzema, man. What a player, bro. What a player.
Well, first I have to ask Michael, what was it like to watch Modric live? I've never been allowed to watch him live.
God, man. It's insane. I have to say, one player I was shocked at in real life was Valverde. This guy, I don't know what he has in his lungs, but he was all over the pitch.
Everyone is really giving Valverde praise, man. No, yeah.
Bro, this Valverde guy's an engine.
Did you see him play today?
Yeah, I went to go see the game.
HH, do you see him Valverde play today?
Yeah, I saw him. Yeah,
this guy is good. HH, he's good.
He's good, but he's taking the place of Hazard. You know, so.
All right,
I know he's good, but he's taking the place of Hazard, and I always
you know. Okay, I'm so sorry, guys. I crashed in. I know I just crashed in, but I have to say this. HH, this is karma. This is
karma for what?
Karma. I saw your video. I saw that video, HH. It made me drop to my knees. I saw that video. You know exactly what video I'm talking about. The Rashford video. The Rashford video.
Yes, yeah. Answer your bloody phone, man. Answer your phone. So Mike. So why do you? Because I think. How different was it watching Real Madrid for real in a stadium as opposed to watch them on TV and everything? What differences do you really see? Because it is one of those weird things where you do see more when you watch guys for real.
I just think the midfield is just exceptional. It will go down as one of the greatest midfields ever. I mean, the way they could control. I know it's Frankfurt, and they have this guy called Rode and Saul, who, I mean, they couldn't lay a glove on these guys.
They sell fruit.
You say that, I won't. Because Modric and Kross, with their one-touch passes to get past people, you just cannot defend it. And when they can play it out wide to Vinicius and Valverde coming inside, and obviously Carvajal as well, if they're having a bad day, okay, you have a chance. When they're on their game, it's unplayable. So look, and also shout out to Eder Militao. This guy might be a rash defender, but when he's not rash, he's a pretty good defender. So yeah, that was the main differences I saw in real life.
Okay, so sorry, quickly, I want to go around the room because this is a good discussion I want to have because I was impressed again by how good that 3 looks. In your opinion, and again, I don't want to set off like a tough war here. Kroos, Modric, and Casemiro, or Xavi, Iniesta, and your boy Busquets, taking everything into account.
Why do you do this? Why do you do this?
I'm not doing it.
Yes,
we talked about this so many times.
Yes, can you shut your mouth?
Hey, Jake, we're not doing this again because we're going to have a discussion for an hour about this trio midfield battle. Let's appreciate both of them. I know, but like
five UCLs. I get what that Barca trio did, and that Barca trio is. I've never seen domination like that ever before. But I'm saying,
but it's just, why do you choose violence all the time?
Look, Osuna, talk to me.
Peace.
Yes, Osuna, talk to me about the game, and also let's talk about KCM.
So I think I'll start with Frankfurt. They really look like they missed Kostic. He was their best player, and you can see they have no creativity. It was easy to defend. They had a couple chances, but we always give away chances. It's Real Madrid. It's just a thing we do. Sometimes our defense is a bit questionable, and our midfield can get bypassed sometimes through quick attacks. So, but that's why we have Courtois. And you can just tell by the way that we played. We dominated the game. We knew what the plan was. Vinicius was a bit average. Kept
He had
losing
some
the
really
ball
good
quite a
moments,
bit.
though. He had some really good
He
moments.
did quite a few nice things, but towards the end of the game, he fell off a bit, except for the assist. Or towards the end of when he was playing. Rodrigo, I liked. He came on. He looked sharp. Benzema is still world class. He doesn't look unfit at all. He doesn't look like a player who's only played 1 or 2 preseason games. He looks like a player who's been playing the whole season. So that's excellent. It's excellent to see him on this form, and he is crucial for us to have any chance of winning anything next season. So we needed to keep playing like this. Obviously, he is the very obvious Ballon d'Or winner, no questions asked. I think the defense is...
No, that's okay. Also, how does Rudiger get into this team?
I don't know. I'm confused myself.
Because
I haven't watched a lot of it.
This defense, it looks pretty resolute.
Yeah.
And I know that you have to back up and everything, but I don't know how Rudiger breaks into this team, because for some reason, I think Mendy is a damn good left back. I think he can play there, but Mendy is damn good. And it seems as if, you know what they always say, never break up a really good defensive partnership.
Exactly.
And Militao and Alaba, they are forming a really good partnership. So for Rudiger, how do you break in? Because you were guaranteed a first team spot at Chelsea. Because Eric, you know how I'm going to come to you with this. You're guaranteed a first team spot, but you're now coming in where, unless someone gets injured or they somehow play badly, how do you come in?
I mean, I haven't been following Ancelotti's recent interviews, but it was an interview he did before the Barcelona game, or was it afterwards, where he said, in a preseason game, where he said, I don't want to break up a partnership that I've already had for a season. As you say, we don't want to break up something that's working. These two have been playing together for a season, and centre-back to partnerships, and Carlo Ancelotti knows this better than anyone because he's been managing now longer than anyone, that having that central partnership, you develop them. They just develop a partnership. They know when to cover each other's weaknesses. That's just something that happens. It's just something that's intuitive that comes with playing with each other for years. And we're trying to develop that at Real Madrid. So there is not really room. That's why Carlo plays Rudiger at now right back when he came in. He's going to be, I guess, our new Nacho. I'm myself a bit confused. I think he is. We did get quite a few center back injuries last season, so that might be why we brought in more strength and depth there. And Rudiger is a nice center back to have, or a nice defender to have there. That is very flexible, of course. But I think that's just what he is. I think he is going to be our backup center back right now, because the back four looks like it is the back four. As for the midfield, I don't know how to replace it. It's up to Carlo. He is the best manager to do this, but I don't know how he's going to do it. The way that Barcelona did it,
like replacing Kessie.
Yeah, because the way that Barcelona did it was, well, Xavi was looking a bit finished in 13-14, or towards the end of it, and so they went and got Rakitic, and he replaced him that season immediately. Modric isn't looking that finished at all right now. And so I don't know how you replace him. None of the midfielders are really looking that finished. It's just sometimes the game goes by them a little bit, but they always make up for it in the forward creativity that they have. So I don't know how he does it.
I think the bottom line is, before I come to it, I think the bottom line is you can't replace them. You just have to do something completely different.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like, because I think they are so iconic and they are so good and they're so in sync. You trying to replicate that, you will fail. You just have to accept that they were what they were, and you just have to create something completely new for the future. And I think that's just the main thing, like forcing yourself to try to emulate them or so forth. You'll only fail. Eric, why did Rudiger leave us when he could have been a starter in this damn team? Why did he leave us to go and sit on the bench for Real Madrid? Eric, can you hear him breaking into that damn defense?
Can you hear me? It's
still a bit crooked. It's a little bit crooked. I don't know whether it's the internet thing or something. But keep going. Or maybe if you come out and come back, maybe you have to just reset the whole thing.
Right. What about now?
That's good. That's good. You're good. Go for it.
Okay.
Yes.
Rudiger left because Chelsea were messing him around. I don't want to talk about Rudiger because I'm upset with the whole situation. So I don't want to talk about Rudiger. But for me, I'm seeing some funny tweets on Twitter. Twitter is a very interesting place because some of these guys with blue ticks and some of these popular Chelsea fans, I find myself disagreeing with a lot of things that they tweet. But I'm not sure why Rudiger was signed to be a backup. I mean, we know why he left, but how much was Rudiger bought for?
Yeah, how much was it for again? So I can't remember how much Rudiger was
30-something
bought for.
million.
Somewhere between 30 and 40 million. Yeah.
No, okay.
Okay, so that's okay. That's not too bad.
Mm.
If he was like 70, 60, you would say, Rudiger has to start. But I don't think he had he in his mind he wasn't going to be a sub. But it's easy to say that now, but let's be honest, things can change very fast. If
Oh, he was free.
In terms of him breaking into the defense.
Oh, from
I thought
from
he was
Madrid, he was
free.
free.
It was free. It was
Yeah, it's free from Madrid.
Yeah.
Oh.
wages. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I was
Makes it even
confused
worse.
because that's why I was saying zero. I was
Eric.
like,
Yeah, it wasn't.
yeah.
My bad.
HH, man, look.
But okay, go ahead.
Eric, your club, man. Eric, your
No,
club has
it's your,
issues.
it's your, no,
Eric,
it's not my- it's
your
club.
club has issues.
Your-
Eric, sort out your club. Your club has serious mental issues, man.
Look, Rudiger is
No, okay,
He's the
let's
past.
move this
He's the
again.
past.
Real Madrid right now. Let's KCM. These guys, come on. These guys, man, when they put forth their medals and what they've done and what they achieved, I can think of better midfield threes. I don't want to start a war because I can already see in the streets people are already coming to attack me in terms of comparing them to the Barca's trio. But let's just focus on them. Eric, that's an amazing three who are still saying what's up deep into their 30s.
that is one of the best midfields ever for me. I don't want to compare with any other teams. We'll just leave it there. One of the best midfield threes.
Yes.
I like Casemiro a lot.
Yes.
I think he's a fantastic player.
very
People
smart
underrate.
player.
If you watch what he did in that Champions League final, that was very impressive. What he did, and people might miss it. If you just watch him closely, you see what he's a very smart player.
Very
So-
smart. Very smart.
Honestly, that's a fantastic team. Kroos, Kross. He is underrated. He's a good player. Obviously, he doesn't have speed. He never had speed, but he's a very intelligent player. He's probably the worst out of the three. I don't know. People might disagree, but
No. Okay, see, I don't like using the word worst. He's the weakest out of the three. And that is no slight to him because Casemiro, I think for what he does, that guy is super crucial. Modric is one of the best midfielders of his generation, second only
Eric.
to Verratti. But
Can I-
so for
Wait,
Kroos,
what?
Kroos,
No,
that's
can I ask a question about that though? If and Eric, and you can add to this, Eric, you could continue. If Kroos was to leave now and come to the league, Premier League, would you think he would be one of the best midfielders in the league?
in the Premier League?
Yeah.
What team though?
No.
I say any team?
Say he
Uh,
joins Man United.
he can't do it. You know why? Because
He's
It's-
older.
it's-
Premier League is
it's-
very fast.
it's the pace and power league. You have to have speed.
Thiago, Cesc Fabregas was not young when he came back to Chelsea.
Kroos will
I
do it.
mean,
He's a good
and-
enough
Nah,
player.
Fabregas is
A
still in
good
his
player
20s.
is a good player.
No, hold up. Yes, if you want to go there, shout out to Kroos. Fabregas is a better midfielder than Kroos. Peak Fabregas is better than
100%. 100%.
So you're
I'll
telling
say.
me Kroos cannot come into the Premier League and be one of the best in
No.
the league?
At his
No,
age
not,
now,
not in my
no.
opinion. No.
He'll be
He's too
good
old.
and he'll be better than guys, but he's lost that extra bit of sharpness. Like, father time is father time. But
He'd be
you wanna hear
better than
something
your
crazy?
midfield.
No, but you want to hear something crazy? Modric at 37 will be
He
one of
will
the
ball.
best midfielders.
Yeah,
Oh, he
no,
will
no.
ball.
Modric is different.
Modric will be
He's
fine.
Eric,
different.
I'm
He's
telling
different.
you right now. Eric quotes me.
But that guy would tear it up.
The guy's
Quote-
amazing.
Modric at 37
Yeah.
will go to the Premier League and he'll be one of the best midfielders
Yeah,
in the Premier League.
Modric is. I don't know. Someone needs to test that. Okay, let me not go there.
Yeah, I mean,
Look,
Eric, you might be onto something.
Wait,
though.
hold on. Eric, hold on. Eric, are you saying that he's taking drugs? What?
No,
Eric,
no.
excuse me?
No.
It makes no sense. It
No,
makes
Modric
no
is
sense.
It makes no sense. Bro.
If
What
you
I
look
would
at the
say-
way he plays, the way he enjoys the game, he enjoys it more than anyone does. Like you can just tell he just likes to play football more than anyone else. So
And see, the
it's
point
just
I'm making
pure
is
passion
that
as well.
it's like Modric, he's so in when that's why I like football. And that's why I'm so against PNP, pace and power. Football will always be a thinking man's game. Modric is so smart that even if he doesn't have those physical abilities, he's so much smarter than everyone. The decisions he makes, where he positions himself, how he anticipates what other guys are doing and can read the whole game, he would not need those physical traits. Modric at 37, because he's smarter than 90% of most midfielders in the world, he'd still be the best in the EPL. That's just a fact. That's just a fact.
100%.
I want actually let me bring come into Jones. So Jones, I mean, Real Madrid. Let's talk about Kessie. I mean, how highly do you rate these three?
It's interesting because the way I look at Madrid, the reason why I'm so impressed with this midfield three is like for multiple reasons. I'll give you an example. Like if you look at Modric coming from Tottenham, the way he was playing at Tottenham compared to Madrid, completely different way. And then he comes to Madrid and he's voted the worst player in the league first season, and he kind of pushes on. You know what I mean? So when you look at like Xavi and those,
don't shake it. You were one of those guys voted for him as well.
I was 12.
So he was and then he pushed on from 12.
That. Continue.
You know, also he pushed on from that. The fact that they play for so many different managers, so many different formations, different ways of playing, and he pushed on. He kept getting better, kept adapting. Casemiro is one that I always like. I always like Casemiro personally, even when he came at first and he wasn't playing well, and they sent him on loan to Porto, and people thought he was rubbish. I remember when people were like not rating him, and then slowly you started seeing him score important goals, and then his performances increased, and then he went from like just a nobody to like a top level defensive midfielder. I always thought he was a good player, or potentially good player. So he's another one that kind of pushed on through all the negatives. So when I look at those sort of players, even Kroos, though I thought Kroos out of all three of them probably came with the best reputation because he was like a baller at Bayern. He was. I think people forget how good he was at Bayern. Like
no, Jones. Let me tell you how good he was, and Eric will back me up. That's UCL final. Yeah, Kroos was the best player on that pitch. That's UCL final between Bayern. I think in 2012, Kroos was the best player on that pitch.
Even though
Drogba happened.
Side note, even though we say he is like the weakest, like we can all agree in a way that he's the weakest link. The guy has a World Cup. Like that guy has a World Cup, so but Kross did something at the World Cup.
Kross was literally one of the key players at the World Cup.
100%.
When you say that, you have to qualify it. Of course, he has a World Cup plus. He was a main guy at that World Cup, and he was extremely.
No, but my point is like we actually look at the things he has won. It's actually crazy. Like this guy won pretty much everything to win.
It's like that's what I'm saying. Like I mean. Because my point is, where are we ranking this three? Because Jones, I want to be a disruptor.
Yeah,
we have to have a combo with this three, and that's Barca trio. I'm sorry, I wanna talk.
Peace, peace. Don't choose violence, peace.
We've talked about this all summer.
No, you definitely have to put them up there with them in terms of longevity. I've never seen anything like this. You've never seen like midfielders that last this long playing, Modric playing well into his 30s. I also think that there's a three that I thought Pogba, Marchisio and Vidal were an excellent three. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you were about to say Pogba, Fred, and McTominay.
No.
Yeah, Jones. I was about to.
I was about to have a heart attack.
I was about to go referee on you, bro. If you had brought up like Pogba and McSauce.
Yeah,
Fred, please.
I thought they were very good free. Obviously, Madrid beat them. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of schooled them on it. But I think there have been other frees. But I think in terms of longevity, there's no one that's there. Like no one's done it for this long at this sort of level. There are questions. There's one or two question marks. I can argue. There's a small argument to say maybe when Bayern were in their peak, the teams might have been slightly better. Like as in the top teams, Man United might have been better. Bayern might have been better. And around now, I'm looking around the world and I'm not really impressed in terms of Champions League pedigree. Like I don't really rate Man City as a Champions League team, not really. I know they're going to bottle it most years, year in, year out. They're going to bottle it. They always bottle it. They're going to bottle it. So I don't really respect their pedigree. I don't really respect PSG's pedigree or nothing like that. So there is an argument there about, teams that you actually think are going to win it year by year. When Barcelona are around, I did believe in Ferguson. I thought Ferguson was going to win another one, but obviously Barcelona outclassed him and stuff like that. So that's the only question mark I have.
Yes, talk to me about this three because I want to talk about Benzema afterwards. So yes, where does this three rank? Yes, these guys are good. Yes, these guys are good. The Dritch.
I don't know. It's the thing about these three is there was times last season where I thought these three was finished. It's even crazy. They did this they do this thing where in the game, you're like, man, these guys are getting dominated. And out of nowhere, Like they just turn a switch. They literally I don't know, they maybe I'm not saying anything, but they take a little bit, they get hydration or something. I don't know.
Yes,
All of a sudden,
it's called quality. Yes, it's called quality. It's not called
Yes,
hydration.
here.
It's called
Answer
quality.
your scam calls.
HH, look, anyone here, do you guys play for fun? In here and there, like pick up and stuff like that. Guys,
When I had legs, yes.
Guys, the thing is I'm out of shape and everything, but I love to play every weekend.
Yeah.
And I realized like there's a period of time where like physically like, I have like my gas is on E. My legs are gone. My legs, my muscles are gone. Like I am finished, tired. And imagine playing a professional game. You're Modric. You're 36 years old. Like especially the second leg in the PSG, bro. The game was pretty much over, and all of a sudden, I don't know where this guy got this energy for. Boom, just click into gear. Literally, him and Benzema and Vini just did their thing and completely changed the game.
No, but yes, here's the thing. This is why I go. It's about intelligence. It's not really an energy. When you're so experienced, you know that conserve your energy, because you know that moment will always come. And when the moments come, you have to strike. So you just have to say, keep us in the game, conserve your energy, don't over sprint, because when you just see that opening, when you just see a little gap, boom, then you then strike. So you're conserving energy, knowing that a moment is going to come into this game, and once the moments come, I have to get it absolutely right. That moment came, outside of the foot, I can see Rodrigo there, execute, strike, boom. That's what the greats do.
And all these moments come late on because the other players are tired because they've been sprinting the whole time.
And also one thing I like about these three specifically is they very, very balanced. They have their balance is insane.
They complement each other
so much. HH is like, when you try to build a team, this is like if you're looking for a midfield, this is a type of midfield you want to build in your mind.
No. Yes, no. Let's be uncomfortable. You just said it's the ideal midfield. More ideal than the Barca trio?
That's tough, HH. I don't know.
Yes,
that Barca trio
it's the most ideal. Yes, don't be scared. Don't be a coward.
HH, no. That's not it. Is I feel like it's different in a way. I feel like it's different because like you have Casemiro. Casemiro's a different player than Busquets.
Yeah.
Xavi is a different player to Kross. Maybe Iniesta and Modric, maybe they're quite similar, but I just feel like it's like sometimes it's like like in general, what do you want to like? What kind like it's like everyone has a favorite something, right? Favorite food, favorite show. Everyone
which midfield three? If you were a manager, which midfield three would you go for? The Barca trio or the Madrid trio?
HH, don't do this to me. Don't do this. HH, don't do this to me. Because the Barca trio, they're like legendary for me. That trio was unbelievable, HH. Like, for me, I don't know, HH. That's tough, man. That is so... HH, I feel like, I'm going to sit on the fence. I cannot... You cannot allow me to choose HH.
No, but I think basically, it's one of those things where, like... Because I want to also go to Benzema, but before we go to Benzema, I just think it's one of those things where they are very different. So it depends what you want. The Barca trio, I've never seen a midfield control a game to the degree that Barca trio did, ever. Where these guys can control a game for like 70 to 80 minutes, where you will not sniff the ball. You will not sniff the ball. So they will make you chase shots for 70, 80 minutes. The beauty about the Madrid trio was how adaptable they were. They could adapt to any situation. The Barca trio is, their plan A is so good, you are not even coming close to them, and they will make you run around for 80 minutes and tire yourselves out. The Madrid trio is, they're like chameleons. They can switch in and out of any style at any point and hit you. So both teams are tough to beat because one plan A is so good that it's very hard to break that down. If you can break that down, cool, but it's so hard to break down. Another one is we have a plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G, because we do what we can coming into any style to make us win the game. So both things are amazing.
Also, one thing though, that trio and that plan always had. I always feel like they had a weakness. There's always, You know what? I
What
would
was
say
the
the
weakness?
Achilles heel was parking the bus. I'm telling you, if a team successfully can park the bus, Mourinho has showed the blueprint.
Oh no,
They
it's
can't.
not.
There's nothing you can do.
But
HH.
it didn't always work though.
It did it, but then
because if you get them the ball, eventually they'll find out that pass. Because if I have 80 minutes to break you down and you're not gonna come for me, we are so good. Now it could be hard, but we're gonna find that pass.
But HH, and here's the thing, HH, and I had an argument with in a group chat in the Discord with Barca fans, and that's for me. I cannot get over it. I genuinely believe that Barca trio should have won more Champions League for me. I genuinely believe that. I genuinely believe because you look at this trio. These three are there. I think they won what 4 now? 5? Is it actually 5? 5 Champions Leagues. HH. That's domination.
Crazy.
Like this one.
But actually,
these
because I
guys
got to go to Valencia, but you know what I always say?
Yeah.
In those 5 that they won, did they ever face Barcelona? But that's for another conversation. That's for another combo. So, Mike, I want to come back to you, Mike. Benzema. Karim Benzema. You see, look, Benzema is the football hot's greatest story. He's the football hot's greatest story.
No,
because
it's the
how
Brick Academy's greatest story.
Yes, he's the Brick Academy's greatest because Benzema is proof that the Brick Academy works. To go from a scholar, the worst, to Chief Oga and the very best, it's a miracle. But the reason why I think that what makes Benzema special is Benzema personifies what I see in an elite player. I'm not a stats guy. I'm not a numbers guy. Me and Osuna, before the show, we're talking about some loser who put up like some weird data sheets to describe players. I'm not about that. I'm an eye test merchant. I'm about degree of difficulty, big games, difficult situations, not ideal scenarios. Can you produce something? And Benzema is that rare breed from the old school who things are not ideal. I can make something happen. I can really make something happen. So he's the Ballon d'Or winner. So I'm already treating him as the Ballon d'Or winner. Mike, in terms of Ballon d'Or winners, how are you ranking Benzema in terms of the year he had? In terms of producing under difficult circumstances? Because my point here, because to Mike, is I get what Messi is. I get what Cristiano is. But in terms of degree of difficulty and succeeding under tough, difficult circumstances, Benzema is in a very, very small percentage. Very small percentage, which is why I rate him so highly. So, Mike, talk to me. The Benz.
How many goals did he score in the UCL knockout stage last year? Did he score 9 out of the 12 for Real Madrid last year?
Yeah, something crazy like that.
That's unbelievable because he's hat-trick at Stamford Bridge against Chelsea. Look, I think he became the second all-time goal scorer for Real Madrid today as well. Karim Benzema, a Brick Academy scholar.
Yeah.
And it's funny enough that HH uploaded a Brick Academy update to, add Manchester United players to it.
Exactly, right, Michael? Yeah. Mike, exactly, bro.
Look, just watching Karim Benzema in person, I can keep going on and on about it, but this guy, he is special. He really is. Just the way he can come deep to receive the ball, the way he can hold up play, the way he can link up with Vinicius, his one-touch passes, his finishing, the way he can dominate in the air. Karim is like almost a complete striker in a way. I fully believe that.
So I mean, but sorry, my point in that point, because Benzema was speaking before the Super Cup and he said that I had to be a different player with Cristiano, and when Cristiano left, and I was able to now take my game to the next level. Are you saying that it was impossible for us to see this Benzema with Cristiano in the team?
It's a bit difficult to say because CR7 during that time was pretty special, HH. And you're going to feed the ball to CR7 and let him do his thing. And then, you're going to have to work around that in a way. Now, Benzema is the main guy. He is Mercedes-Benz. You feed Benzema and Vinicius, you play off Benzema, and you have a dynamic duo. And to be honest, this Ballon d'Or for Benzema, it better happen because, like we said, if it doesn't happen.
Even if it doesn't happen,
it is the
it
Ballon d'Or
happens.
at the end of the day, and still Ronaldo and Messi are playing.
I'm going to where is it? Switzerland. I'm going to Switzerland and I'm going to punch some people in the faces. I'm handing him the Ballon d'Or. I'm handing him the Ballon d'Or myself. It's happening.
Please.
Also, no, don't do your face like that. I am. I'm handing him the Ballon d'Or. I'll be there in a suit. What's it called? Yeah, Lachiconi. I'm handing him the freaking Ballon d'Or.
Oh, we'll finally be able to know your real name, right?
Well, no, I'm adding it in.
Sebastian.
Sorry, Mike, come to you.
Sebastian.
I mean, this Ballon d'Or year has been pretty special for Benzema. And it could still get better because he could still win a World Cup. Let's not forget about that. Win his first major trophy with, unless you count the Nations League, of course, with France. But
Mike, it's not going to happen, bro. You
I
know it's
don't
not
care.
going to happen.
No, yes, sir. I'm just saying, if he helps France win a World Cup, bro, this Ballon d'Or is looking really, really special.
But the thing though, before I go also like the Ballon d'Or, it doesn't count the World Cup. So remember they're not going to where it's
October.
It's the football season.
Okay.
It ends in October or something like that, right?
Okay, so the World Cup is separate. I mean, if he wins the World Cup,
it'd be like one of the best years ever.
Can you not jinx France though, please? Can you not jinx?
Yes, yeah, they're not winning it. So I already know they're not winning it, so it's fine, bro. So look, talk to me about your boy Benzema. I mean, how good is this dude? In terms of how good would you rank this year in terms of production, effectiveness, and performances and effectiveness?
Well, obviously, last season was his best ever season. He won us the double. He scored a shit ton of goals, scored 10 knockout goals, hat tricks in the quarters, hat trick in the round of 16 against PSG. It was a really special season, and we saw his partnership with Vinicius really thrive. Now, I think that partnership continues. I don't know what goes on that right side anymore. For us, it is what it is. I think we're just going to have Roadrunner over there continuing to run, right? Keep going. Run, Forest, run. But he's truly special. Everything he does with the ball is perfect. He doesn't lose the ball. He takes perfect touches, always the right ball, right decision, always that never hovers around that striker position until he absolutely needs to. When the ball is about to get delivered, finally gets delivered, which is why he can win so many headers. He's never marked by anyone because he's always making play, and then he suddenly runs into the box. It's not like he's constantly in the box with defenders tracking him. So that's why he can win headers more often than other strikers can. And that's why he's more effective than other strikers can be. And he gets more chances. So you'll score more goals. And it's just the logic of having Benzema is if we don't have Benzema, we're screwed. The team only works when we have Benzema. The plays that he makes, the touches that he has, the decisions he makes, him and Modric are the heart of Real Madrid. Those two dictate everything. Everyone else is playing their game. So it's very difficult to play, obviously, without him. And so I think, obviously, this is a very good Ballon d'Or season for him. I don't know what you want to talk about in terms of ranking. This is, for me, the most obvious one because every other time there was always it's Cristiano or Messi or Ribery or someone else was competing.
Yeah.
No one else is close.
That's because people said Messi in 2012, but Ronaldo was still around.
And Messi only won the Copa del Rey that season, eh?
Yeah.
So, but I mean,
from as far as I can remember, this is the most obvious one in terms of nobody's even close. No one is even close. Like, it's not even a debate. There is no discussion. He's clear and away. Unless I don't know, like Messi, like does like a heart transplant and they just give it to him for Nobel Prize tax or something. Eric, why didn't your club sign Benzema?
Because Benzema is not for sale. I don't think anybody can get Benzema right now. I have to be honest.
No way.
It's not possible. Benzema is, I said it last year, best player in the world. He's been the best player in the world for like a year.
2 years.
Maybe more. Yeah, 2, yeah. Even, yeah. When we won the Champions League, Benzema it's pretty good. Look, Benzema is somebody who I like a lot. I have a lot of time for Benzema, and I would have loved him to be at Chelsea. My first choice was Harry Kane. Yes, I know you love Harry Kane. Yeah. He's better than Lukaku, by the way. You said I remember you saying that Lukaku is better because he's.
So you wanted
Can you
Kane
let me
over
land? Can you let me
you
land?
wanted Kane over Benzema?
Can I land? Can I land? I remember a certain bold individual who wears shades saying that Lukaku was better than Harry Kane because he won the Scudetto. But we'll move on
Eric,
from.
we're actually talking about Benzema. So
I know.
this
I'm
is not
talking
the time
about
to bring up
strikers. I'm talking
previous
about
seats.
strikers. So Benzema was my number 2 choice. But after what he did in the Champions League, I mean, if you can choose between Benzema and Harry Kane, it's a very clear choice. You can't even, it's obvious. I can't speak highly enough about this guy. Ice cold. Do you see the statue, the ice thing they built for him? He's fantastic, and he has to win it. He has that Ballon d'Or
No,
is,
it's not. He has to know. Eric, he's already won it. Like if he
yeah,
doesn't win
yeah.
it,
So I can't say much. I can't say much more, to be honest. Benzema is he's fantastic.
yes, Benzema, talk to me, man.
I was looking up. I was trying to find I know you can't share show videos and stuff like that.
YouTube tags.
I wanted to find. I wish I could find like a picture of him and the quotes he said. But I remember when Michael Richter said Benzema is on the same level as Harry Kane.
Yes,
whatever what he
Benzema
said.
has not yet reached the level of Harry Kane, and
Bro,
so that only now Benzema has reached the level of.
He said that live on television.
Yes, EPL Premier League people. These guys are mad. These guys are really mad.
He said that, and he was sitting next to Jamie Carragher and then Thierry Henry.
Did you see Henry's reaction?
Because it's like you're on national television.
It's funny you said that. Why was he sitting next to those guys?
Oh no, that's the panel for CBS Paramount.
Yeah, Paramount.
True, Carragher. I know, but I mean
that was during the Champions League. It was during the Champions League. I think it was.
Richard shouldn't be. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, no. Like he shouldn't. But you know what? Actually, Eric, let's not. Let's not. Okay, Eric, I mean, we know why, but yes, continue.
No, it's crazy because like, HH, this is what I love about your channel at times, that was, man, Rashford's on break. Anyways, but at times, it's like, it's real tough. It's like, we've been talking about this in this channel. We've been talking about Benzema for a while now. Especially,
I've been saying it. Yes, he's been the best player for 2 years. Forget this year. For 2 years, he's been the best player in the world.
I've said it's crazy because I remember when he scored a goal in the Champions League final, the whole Karius thing. The thing is, I'm thinking with Benzema, the unfortunate thing about Benzema is he played a part in winning those Champions League for Real Madrid. But at the same time, I'm not gonna lie, there was a period of time where he was just terrible. Like HH, and I know you get clowned for this, but HH, there was a period of time where the guy was horrendous. The guy was not good.
He was a scholar, you see.
He was not good, HH.
I do not apologize for making him a scholar because that is what he was. People say, oh my gosh, remember when yes, I did. Because people can be bad, people can be good. People can be good, people can be bad. It happens. It's football.
and it's interesting because like even that three-peat, it's like I hate to revision him now. No Real Madrid fan will tell you he was one of the key players for that. People will talk to Bell when he came on and he scored the bicycle kick. People will talk about Isco.
We have a Madrid fan here. People do say that Benzema played an important role.
But it changed. Here's the thing, though. I genuinely believe this revisionism because let's be honest, in the Santiago Bernabeu, there's clips all over where they used to boo Benzema. And I remember there was a famous clip where they were booing Benzema because he was missing chance after chance after chance, and Ronaldo loved Benzema because Ronaldo knew. This is the thing, professional players, they know. Ronaldo knew this guy was the key for Ronaldo. These people don't understand that. This guy opened the door for Ronaldo to run through. People don't understand that. And Ronaldo knew this, and to the point where he told Real Madrid fans, like, calm down. He gave him the penalty. Cristiano Ronaldo, the most greedy goal scorer, giving the ball up for Benzema to score. It doesn't happen, but he knew. And the unique thing about Benzema is how his fortune has changed. Because the moment Cristiano Ronaldo announced that he wanted to leave, the moment they sold them, everyone's attention turned into who is going to fill the gap of Cristiano.
Mm.
Everyone assumed it was Gareth Bale because, and ideally, he was supposed to be. But it ended up being who? Benzema. And he not only that, he took it, and this is like, you know how people say the shirt is too heavy? This is clear. Clip this, whatever. There is no shirt more heavier than Los Blancos. That Real Madrid brand, there's no shirt that's heavier than that.
No, it's a heavy shirt. It's a heavy shirt.
Not only did he carry it, he turned out to be the best player for them.
And also, yes, even more to that, I believe that Real Madrid's most impressive Champions League win, I think, ever, was the one that they just won.
Yes.
Because in every other year, the team was peak. Yes, they won the 3% and so forth, but people argue that they were probably the best team in the world. Real Madrid were not the best team in the world in terms of before the ball was kicked, people said it was PSG. Before a ball was kicked, people said Chelsea. And yes, that Alonso goal was clean. Everyone knows that goal was clean. What's it called? So City. So at every given point, everyone picked the opponents to beat Real Madrid in that run. 3-peats, 98s, 0-2, all the times, Real were heavily favored and so forth.
And
No, they weren't. No.
Wait, Eric. Yes. So
in
hold on,
16,
Eric,
17,
Real,
we were not.
No.
In our second one in a row, people didn't think we were going to win it again.
Who was favorite? Bayern,
no. But
Juventus.
wait, hold up. Listen,
Juventus and Barcelona were favorites.
now, let's be fair here. Why did people not think that? Because nobody had ever done it before. It was nothing against Real Madrid was good enough.
It was not only that.
It was not only that. 50-50.
It was not only that. If you look at the beginning of the 2016-17 season, and you look at the way that we beat Atletico Madrid, it wasn't convincing in the final. Griezmann missed a penalty, and in the beginning of the 16-17 season, we were struggling. We were drawing against teams like Racing Gijón or something, right? So it was, and Cristiano was missing chance after chance at the beginning of the season. People were saying Cristiano was finished.
Man. I miss those days, man. The days of Christina, man. All
exactly. Right. That was really right after the Euros or something. After his injury in the final, I don't know. He was trash.
So yeah, let me just wrap it up here.
Yeah, wrap it up.
I think I 100% give credit to Benzema because you like you say, there's not had. He's by far he is the best player in the world, and everyone whoever thinks if they ask you a question, who is the best player in the world except for Benzema, everyone's gonna pick their personal choice because there's no other clear.
There's no
who else is there? So for me, it's also HH is Zizou. People need to give credit to Zizou. HH. Zizou unlocked something in Benzema that we have not seen. HH, this beast of a person called Benzema. This is not Benzema.
Yes, let's be
Zizou. HH, man.
Benzema was still good under Lopetegui and Solari. As bad as the team was, he was still the best performer there. Hence why I give him so much credit. At any given point, he's always said, "What's up?" All right, let's see.
The point about Zidane, though, who created that midfield? Who put Casemiro in there to finish it off?
See, that is underrated. He's underrated.
Zidane is that dude. All right, let's see this dude, man. Shout out to your boy Kessie. Rangers going to destroy Phillips Stadium next. Also, now, are you worried for your PSV boys?
No.
Look with 2 years will rise. Look with 2 years will rise.
Look with 2 years will rise. Did you see his goal, man? That man is clutch as hell. Casey, respect Luke with 2 years. Do you know how many clutch goals he scored for you?
No. Casey respects him. Every Barcelona fan now says, "Oh no, this guy's amazing. He's a legend." It's a that.
Last minute assist, last minute goal.
Wait, Mike, what is this something?
By the way, the Norwegian password. You remember them who they destroyed AS Roma?
Oh yes.
They might be making the UCL group stage.
Yeah, they might.
No.
They just destroyed another team. They're destroying everyone in their path.
Nah, don't do that, HH. Respect the Norwegian.
Nah, respect these guys, man.
Respect them, bro. If they beat Chelsea,
Mike,
they literally levitated a team just now again.
Mike, we can't have a password in the UCL. I'm sorry, we can't have a password.
HH, can you tell Eric to put that picture in the background down? That is a tainted Champions League.
No.
Wait. Yeah, yes, yeah. Can you
That's
shut your
COVID.
mouth?
That's a COVID Champions
Yes, yeah.
League.
Shut
18.
up. No.
We don't celebrate COVID.
Casey, Osasuna, Luke the Goat versus Ponzima. Who is Ponzima? Oh, look. Look, man. Okay. Real Madrid
slow.
for UCS. Will we see a repeat CL? No. Like, I think this generation is done. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Don't.
Don't
That would be
underestimate
taking
these
the
guys.
piss.
No,
That would be taking the piss. No.
don't underestimate Real
Yes, yeah,
Madrid.
they're done.
They have
they're
Juju
done.
on the Champions League. AJ. They own the Champions League.
Yeah. This generation, 5 is enough. They're done.
Yeah,
HH, you know the
We're good.
they might as well sponsor the Champions League. They, I don't know how many they won. HH,
No,
they might
they're
as well
done.
sponsor it.
Kiran Prakashari. HH, if KCM is so good, why didn't they dominate the league? As I said again, I'm talking about what they've done in the Champions League. And as I said, as good as they are, in all the UCL wins, they never faced Barcelona, or rather, they never faced that 3 of that Barca had in all of their wins. So it's if and or and so forth. All I'm saying is that their resume is impressive. I'm sorry. 5 UCLs as a midfield 3 is freaking incredible. That's unprecedented. And you just have to just say what's up. Casey, KCM when La Liga have just won 3 while Barca 8. Again.
Yeah, and KCM won 5 Champions League and Barca won 2.
There we go. So what do you pick? There we go. Miguel Rabines. Doesn't Xavi, Iniesta, and Busquets have a World Cup? But again, my response is these 3. If these 3 played for one country, would they have a World Cup? So if Modric, Casemiro, and Toni Kroos were German, would they have a World Cup?
Yes,
I think so. I think they would. So you can't use that point because that's 3 can't even attempt to say what's up because they all play for different countries. So that's a bit of an unfair.
And also, Kross has a World Cup. So
he has a World Cup. Yeah. Alps. Rudiger can't play in the back 4. Waste of money. Eric, agree or disagree?
Rudiger can play. He can. I don't know why people keep saying this. We did it under Serie, 18-19 season.
Yeah, and then you got smashed by City 6-0.
Well, no, I wouldn't. Casey, they think Sleepy, Fat Frank were good. Delusional.
That's true.
Who?
Yeah.
Who thinks this?
Yeah, those guys ain't good, man.
Fat Frank was actually good.
Why is Frank Lampard not in the Brick Academy? Or do you not care? Is he not even like
He's not relevant.
Is
No,
he
he's
not
not
worthy enough
He's
to
not
put him in
worthy.
the Brick
He's-
Academy?
He's not a brick. He's not a brick.
Yeah, like he's managing on his level.
Wait, hold up. David C. Nice to add another to our trophy cabinet. Guys, David C is a United fan.
HH, I
David
called
C is a United fan on loan to Real Madrid.
HH
So
when
And the fact
David
that this
C.
guy actually calls this a trophy as well.
David
This guy
C.
is so shameless. This is
Okay.
a trophy to this guy.
Yes,
also,
yeah.
Sona, I was on the
Yes,
phone.
can you please get your fans?
Bro,
Yes, can you please
I was
get your
on the
fans?
phone, and when the second goal went in, Benzema scored. I was on the phone for to repair it. He didn't pick up. It went straight to voicemail. So it is what it is. HH.
Oh, wow.
Like-
All right, Casey. Kroos has the best international career of the 3. Yeah, but he plays for Germany. Modric play now for Casemiro, Brazil. You could do better, but I think look, bro, homeboy plays
HH, you saw
for.
what Modric did in the World Cup. Like,
Yeah.
do people need to understand how like small, like it's Croatia. Like
Croatia is
a lot of people don't even know where Croatia is on the map. Like people don't. Okay, let's be honest here.
QC8. Kroos is very good, but Schweinsteiger is clear. Schweinsteiger in his peak was better than Kroos in his peak, but Kroos just
No.
has better longevity.
No.
Schweinsteiger at his peak, 2013, 2014, he was better than Kroos at his peak. Schweinsteiger at his peak.
What, are we talking about that guy that got binned off to the MLS?
What did I just say? Kroos has a better career, has a better resume. At their
No,
peak,
but even at his peak,
Schweinsteiger,
are you
Kroos has a better
sure?
career.
Are you sure?
I am sure. Patrick, Joe Cole. I see City, Liverpool, Bayern, and PSG ahead of Madrid in the UCL this season. This put it. Oh, he said that's this season. You see, but here's my thing: people have to promote the EPL. People will never. They'll never succumb and so forth. They'll always seem to promote it. But look, Real are not winning the UCL this year. Let's get that out of there. Let's get that out of there, man. Yes, shush. MKs, how much is that Uruguayan runner on the eye test?
HH
He's not
feels like
terrible.
No, he's
not
not. He
terrible.
doesn't. He doesn't.
No.
he
He
barely
fails the icing,
passes
but only
it.
just. Like, I'll give him like
No, he
48%.
passes. I think he
No, he's like a
passes.
67.
I think he just passes it. HH,
Well,
the guy
a
is
60%
not bad.
is a pass.
No,
Yeah.
70 is a pass, right?
No. Well, 65 is a pass. 65% is a pass.
Yeah,
the
67
icing.
just passes.
So you told me he fails. He's like a 55 or something.
As with K, Kross is the best in tempo control and switches play, and EPL fanboys never compare him to thumbs up merchants Thiago. Oh, are we? This is what we're doing.
Thumbs up, merchants.
Really, this is what we're doing.
But HH, how good is Thiago really though?
That's actually as with K again. Madrid should give Tchouaméni on loans to United.
Please.
That's
No,
not happening.
We don't need this guy.
Please.
This guy's useless. This guy's too much
Please.
money.
Oh,
I beg you.
Talent FC. These midfielders can't do what Stevie G did in 05. Well, were they in that situation? No. What it was amazing. But put them in that situation.
Did you
for
see
them
what
to-
Modric did to PSG?
Look, that was. But they were 3-0 down though. Also, 3-0 down in a final.
Yeah, but the
against
people,
that's AC Milan with Steve Finnan and
HH like
Smitzer.
people misunderstand. Like people think that Stevie G played everywhere in the pitch. That game he played,
Oh,
bro.
no,
I
no,
think
he
he
said
was at
what's up.
left back, bro. I think he was
No,
playing
Steve-
left back at one
he said
point.
what's up. He said what's up. Wait, Casey, Park the Box Works versus KCM. That's why just 2 leagues. All right. Alps. Benzema is better than. Alps.
Read the super chat.
Oh,
Read it.
no.
Read it.
Alps. We don't have to put one down to prop one up. Benzema is amazing and incredible. Let's leave it to that, please. Thank
This
you.
is a
All right.
first. This is a
Silence
first.
FC. If Benzema Camera wins the Ballon d'Or, then football fell off. Bro, he was found innocent. Let's move on. He was found innocent. Young, as a fellow Korean,
I don't know what this is.
Osasuna doesn't rep us. Hashtag LGB. Okay, all right. No, look.
Wait,
Alps.
also now are you Korean?
Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eric, fix your effing mic, bro. I value my ears. Don't worry, Eric, he's working on it, man. Romano's working on it. Relax. Working on it. Real Madrid 14 UCLs. Messi will rob Ballon d'Or with that bicycle kick against Clement's foot. Hashtag FIFA corruption. I told you, if Messi gets it for saying what's up to Eiffel Tower, croissant, and pan chocolat, then something is wrong with life.
Actually, that's a joke. That's a joke.
Hamza, Messi 2019 was a clear winner as well. VVD good. No, he wasn't clear though. There was a debate because the debate was, what Messi did,
Yeah.
and VVD was pivotal in getting Liverpool. What's it called? 90? Is it 95 or 94 points?
90. It was a 97 year. That's the 2019 was a year they.
97. Sorry, 97 points. 97
Yeah,
points.
that's a year.
And they won
Yeah.
the. So it was close. This one is that no one is close. There is no freaking debate.
But HH,
Then-
but then like,
hold on,
yeah.
listen. David T, by the way, I don't rate the Messi goal versus athlete's foot. Oh, wow. Yes, what would you say?
No, that year Virgil van Dijk was insane. HH, because people need to understand, like he transformed a whole back
Yes,
line.
yeah. I understand, but Messi was on one.
Yeah, he was.
That's because in my view, I know he scored the most goals in 2012. That was Messi's best ever year.
Well, was
And
that the
this is
year?
Messi.
Was that the year they lost one game and there was like that was to Levante? Was it like literally
No.
Was it the year
That
they
was
lost?
Yeah,
Was the year they almost went unbeaten in La Liga? Was that the year 2019?
I don't think so. No. All right, guys. Let's now. Yes, yeah. Is your mic working?
Let's choose what you want.
Yes, is
Can
mic
I go
working?
first, HH, on this one?
Well, let's see. Now, Mike, we should let the United fan go first here because he should introduce us. Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Why are you trying to buy a mama's boy? You do know that he's a mama's boy. And yes, there's nothing wrong with a mama's boy. When I was young, I was a mama's boy as well because I'm the youngest of 4. So I was very close to my mama and everything, But when I get old, I've got to go through. So, yes, why are you trying to buy Veronique Rabiot? And yes, how do you go from Frankie to trying to buy Veronique Rabiot? Oh, what?
No, sorry about that. No, HH, it's there's there's so much with chaos with Man United that I actually had to calm down and think about things very, very carefully, right? There was a once upon a time. There's always a once upon a time.
Okay.
With Rabiot to Man United, there's a once upon a time. There was a time where I was like, that guy is a talented baller playing for PSG. I'm like, hey, that guy is nice. You know what? He could fit in Man United. But HH, what I've seen for France, what I have seen as of late from Juve, I don't know. HH is like,
Oh no, yes, I can tell you this is a bad buy. I can tell you right now that this is a disaster. Not because he's a trash player, but he is wrong for what the Premier League demands. He's completely wrong for what the Premier League demands.
The thing is, HH, I think he has ability, footballing ability, and I think more than anything, Man United at this point, HH. I don't know. I don't want to admit this on the stream but I have admitted this in other platforms, as in Twitter. I generally believe we're at a position in Man United where we're just not that big of a club anymore. I think we might just be a mid-table club at this point. Because at the end of the day, it's just like, as much as I say, I don't want this player, I don't want that player, it's like, who else? What else is there?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, it's either McTominay and Fred or Rabiot. And for me, I'm like, give me something, you know?
Yes, the T is silent, Rabiot. You have to learn the name because we'll be playing for you. The T is silent, Rabiot.
Rabbit. Okay, Rabbit.
Okay. Rabbit.
Actually, like
okay, you're getting Bugs Bunny.
No,
all right,
but
Bugs Bunny.
It's like, you know, I saw some United fan.
But yes, this is what I was trying to tell your good friend Terry. I said, Terry, United may be popular on social media and so forth, but they're irrelevant footballing wise. So because they're not top for footballing wise and so forth, you're not going to be able to attract the desired talents because only the top elite talents will want to come to certain clubs, and you just don't have that pull.
No, HH, like, you know, maybe that's a slow realization, HH, of that actual what you just said. But you know, here's the thing, HH, is like, you know, and specifically like Rabiot, you know, there's a United fan, like, you know, one of those random United like fan Twitters, whatever. This guy said some crazy. He said, you know, I have the tweet anyways, but I can send it you later. But he said something like, "What if Man United end up signing Rabiot? What Man United basically did." If you look at it, I mean, I know it's completely different things, but if you look at it in totality, it's as equivalent as Man United literally giving Juve Pogba for free plus cash for adding Rabiot. It's just, you know how insane that is in 2022 who
is to blame?
That's an insane swap deal. Insane.
Yeah,
I feel like it's just like a product of our failures. You know one thing though. One thing is, as much as us United fans are crying all that stuff, as a football club, we like, this is what we deserve. You cannot be run this bad. You cannot be doing things this badly for it not to catch you in the butt. You know what I mean? At one point, enough is enough, and you're gonna literally, like, I feel like we've been getting away with it. Like, you know, we'll finish 5th. We end up signing Pogba, Mkhitaryan, and Eric Bailly and Zlatan, you know, and we'll be in the Europa League. Then we'll like end up signing Lukaku and so forth, you know. Or then last summer we ended up signing Jadon Sancho, Varane, and Cristiano Ronaldo. At one point, for you being mediocre for so long, it's going to end up catching up to you, where people are going to be like, where even players are going to be like, we understand you have a new manager, but at the end of the day, I don't know what United has been so up and down for so long. I don't know what to expect. And let's be honest, like, what big, massive 27-year-old, 26-year-old established international quality player wants to come to Man United and join a rebuild. You know what I mean? HH is like, oh, we have to rebuild. I have to play with Fred and McTominay. So
but how fearful are you of this season? Or do you think that Ten Hag can maybe improve these players? Or do you think now this could be a very, very tricky season?
I mean, like I mentioned, like working a hot place. At one point, I'm like, it is what it is, and I feel like maybe I came to a realization that, you know, I'm just kind of like a wait and see type of guy. Like, hey man, whatever happens, and because at this point, like it's like we passed that point where past that point of acceptance. Now it's like at this point it's like okay, like I feel like a fool in a way of if I react. I'm like, what am I reacting to? This has just been the way for so long that, and these are the same players that at this point I'm just hoping, and I just have hope. I'm having hope that Ten Hag can. My hope.
Yes, my name is an irony, by the way.
No, but actually, I feel like a lot of United hope is we hope to God somehow, some way, these players that we have in our squad come good. Yeah.
Before I come to Osuna, before I continue, because Mike couldn't space, Mike then Osuna. Should the Glazers actually take all the blame? Because I was watching a program and they said that in the last 10 years, United have spent more than anyone in the Premier League. So my thing is that the money is being spent, it's just been spent badly. So why should the Glazers be blamed if they're providing the funds?
HH, you know, and that's a very good point, HH. And and I thought about it as like, what is the best argument to explain to people why they are the blame? And primary example is Everton. Everton Football Club is a primary example. Everton's board, Everton nearly got relegated last summer, and no one can tell me the Everton Football Club has not spent money. Everton Football Club spent a lot of money, and it's not a. We all say this. It's like if I give a child, there's no reason to give a child an unridiculous amount of money, because you know that child will literally spending on. They don't know what to do with that money. They don't know how to spend the money. They don't know what to do. So you're gonna give a child $100 to go to grocery store and get candy. The child will spend $2, and then instead of taking the change, he'll be like, "Oh no, you can have it," and he'll come back with 2 lollipops with no change. You know, that's exactly what Man United are doing.
No.
You know what I mean?
It's like you can blame the Glazers, but they're not all to blame. You can blame them in terms of you spend the money in the wrong way. But this isn't a case of Kroenke with Arsenal for the years where you're not even spending any money at all. The issue is that, you're spending money, but you're spending money in the wrong way, hiring the wrong people who then hire the wrong people as well. Mike, talk to me, man.
Oh, boy. How the mighty have fallen. Manchester United. You know, this reminds me of Liverpool 10-11 season, where we signed Christian Poulsen, Jovanovic, and John Joe Shelby, and Joe Cole on a free. Yeah, it was bad. That was bad for Liverpool. We were in a relegation battle in Christmas. That's how bad it got for Liverpool that season. So I understand how Manchester United fans are feeling right now. You are not a big team right now. You will be, but at this moment, United are not a sexy destination. They're not, because they just see how the board are treated. I must say this, though. I love Rio Ferdinand. He said some crazy stuff today on his video about Adrian Rabiot being linked to Manchester United. He said, a fantastically talented footballer. Okay, that's fair enough. He said he has a fantastic left foot. Okay. He said, great dribbler of the ball. And he said, can pick up the pass in tight spaces and has a great ability for short passes, long passes. I'm like, Rio, I know you have connections at the club. You can't be saying that sort of stuff. You have, either you're trying to, because he has his own channel and everything like that.
Yeah.
But you have to be critical at times. And right now, this is not good. This is not good for Manchester United.
Because Mike, you know the Premier League and you know Rabiot. Let's be fair here. Rabiot is a talented player. Yes. He can play. But Rabiot and the intensity of the Premier League is a very bad mix. And my thing is that Rabiot, because he's so lethargic and plays at his own pace and so forth and likes to take his time and everything, that is a recipe for particular teams to completely eat him up for lunch.
That's what we blame Pogba
doing. He doesn't care. He will play at his own pace, take his time, and look, he is talented. But all because you're talented doesn't mean that you work. It's all about effectiveness, the league, and the first demands. Put Rabiot in a really good midfield where he's a supplementary good. If you're bringing in Rabiot, he's the main midfielder. So he's the guy that's supposed to be dictating things. That's a bad recipe for what the Premier League is and how intense it is.
And you're not even talking about the off-field stuff. That's even worse. His mom, his attitude. He's very much a player where if he's not getting his way, he'll just show a bad attitude.
But wait, let's look at the other side of the coin. Is there a scenario where he walks? He comes
Possibly.
in. Ten Hag gets the best out of him. They keep the ball better. They use the ball better. He's actually much more of a playmaker, creates more, connects well with Martial Sancho. Is there a scenario where this can work?
It can work, but who's going to be his midfielder next to him? Can you play Rabiot as the sole six in that team? Or can you play him next to McTominay? If you play him next to McTominay, it ain't going to work. And Fred is sort of similar to Rabiot, where they want to kind of be a box-to-box midfielder. If you're going to have Rabiot and Fred, your midfield's going to be even more exposed. Yes, it might be better on the ball, but it's going to be exposed because there's no defensive security for Maguire and Lisandro Martinez and Dalot and Luke Shaw, who we saw over the weekend are just terrible defenders.
Wait, hold on. Let me go to Osuna. Talk to me, man. I mean, Osuna, because United fans will think that we're just being negative and pessimistic. Make an argument for Mama's boy.
Who's Mama's? Oh, Mama's boy.
Rabiot. That's his name. Mama's boy.
Christ.
You know, I signed him in my career mode when I was playing for Man United. I signed him.
Yes.
No, I actually rated him.
Also, Suna, can you talk about Mama's boy, please?
I mean, how is this going to work? He's going to Ten Hag. Ten Hag wants a fast, direct system. He doesn't want his players to be lethargic on the ball. He doesn't want.
Okay. So no, hold up. Because I know you know Ten Hag. He's your Dutch buddy. Are you saying that this is not a Ten Hag buy, but this is a panic United board buy?
Of course, it's a panic buy. Of course, it is. Ten Hag wants De Jong, but he's not going to get him.
Oh wait. Also, Suna, there was. Never mind. I don't want to give myself hope. Never mind.
This is bad. This is bad for United. They're in for a long season. Like, I don't think they're getting De Jong. I think he's going to Chelsea. Like,
but you're telling me.
So, can you just say that he's going to where?
Chelsea.
But you're telling me they didn't have a conversation that we don't know? Maybe there's a secret conversation that him and his daddy.
It's the only. It's the only logical thing, though, because otherwise, because it makes no sense for United to still be in for De Jong after everything that's happened, unless there are private conversations. But at the same time,
it's taking so long. Bro.
It's August 10th. There are 20 days
you don't
left.
even need him. Like,
United take weeks with transfers, and I don't think they're getting De Jong. I think it's going to be Rabiot, and that's it.
So,
and that's a long season.
There is no scenario where Rabiot is a success under Ten Hag in the Premier League for United.
I mean, there's obviously no chance. Rabiot is a good player. Like,
yes,
if he's a good player. So, yes. And a good player will work if you give him the right opportunity and the right environment.
So surroundings and environments, yeah.
But I don't know if that's Ten Hag's system. Maybe he can cater to his midfield. Ten Hag will have to change the way he plays. He'll have to, because with the players he has, that Ajax philosophy is not happening. That's not happening.
And so that's it. Now we're getting into very dangerous territory now, because the whole idea of hiring Ten Hag was, we like what you did for Ajax. We're going to try to replicate that to play a better brand of football. So I'm sure Ten Hag was like, can you get me these targets? United were like, yes, we can. Come on through. Now that you didn't get Frankie, didn't get Anthony, I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't do anything with Fred, McTominay, and Rabiot is not my type of player. And Ten Hag doesn't strike me as a guy who can manage or adapt to a different player or a different type of player. He strikes me as a guy who, I need my type of players for me to execute. So, because this, so now we're now in the streets, we're now in the real. Yeah. This is what you now have. can he get results in the Premier League with what he now has?
But I'm sorry, bro. But that's one thing that terrifies me about Ten Hag, because I feel like people, United fans, we're kind of like sometimes fans, Premier League fans are very very closed off into the real football, like in footballing world. They don't know what's going on every otherwhere. People don't understand Ten Hag when he became the manager of Ajax. Ajax, irrespective of Ten Hag being there or not being there, Ajax will do what Ajax does. They will promote their players. They will have their system. They
Exactly.
know there's what's called an Ajax type player that irrespective if Ten Hag is there or not, they will bring out. So Ten Hag he was working under that umbrella where he had was it David Overmars, he had a Van der Sar, he had the whole Ajax club, where for him in the crazy thing for him, if Frankie de Jong gets sold, he can have a Ryan Gravenberch, different type of players, but he can use that player, which is an Ajax type player. But in Man United, you don't have that luxury. You're dealing with John Murta and Darren Fletcher, who used to be ex-Man United player, as your technical director, HH. Like, you don't have the luxury of...
No, but yes, you see, I really believe that when he had a meeting at United, they promised him that we will get you these players. Because Ten Hag said, look, for me to be able to be successful, I needed these type of players. And they made a promise that, yes, we'll get you these type of players. But we will now at a situation where, boom, which is why I say, see, here's the thing. And this is just how it has to work. If you're getting a philosophy merchant like a Pep or a Ten Hag, 105%, forget 100%, 105% you must ensure they get those players.
You know what I will say?
And if you can't be 105% sure, you get a manager who can adapt to what you have.
The thing is, I will follow up to Yasir's point. Ten Hag was never responsible for the signings Ajax made. He was never the guy that directed it. So
Also,
he doesn't actually know much about scouting.
No, but let me add another point, Osuna. Before Antonio Conte even stepped foot into Tottenham, who did Tottenham hire? Fabio Paratici, or whatever, however you say his name.
Yes, hold on. What do we do? Osuna, please expand on that. So how did the whole Ajax thing work of him recruiting players at Ajax?
Well, the Ajax Academy first is the first thing that goes through. He can pick and choose from them. But the thing is, he's not responsible for other clubs, because that's just not how Ajax works. Ajax doesn't actually sign big players from other clubs. All right? And so why do you think that when he's been asked, what are your targets, he only has De Jong and Antony and Martinez? He only has a plan A. He only knows the players that he's already had, because that's the only... He doesn't know how to scout. That's the only player that he knows.
Think about this logically, bro.
He doesn't have a plan B. That's why United haven't made other signings. Because he's been I want only these guys, because that's the only thing I know.
Exactly. As soon as spot on. And going back to what I was saying just a few minutes ago, when Tottenham hired, prior to hiring Antonio Conte, they hired his ex-sporting director. Why? Because even in this modern day, even Antonio Conte, even to Pep Guardiola to an extent, prior to him even come to Manchester City, he had all his ex-Barcelona buddies there. Why? Because they understand the philosophy of Pep. Fabio Paratici understands the philosophy of Antonio Conte. Like I said, a manager's main job is to manage and coach the team. The recruitment process is, okay, here is the list of players that we have recruited, pick from them. Not what Ten Hag is not only doing is not only managing, coaching, he's actually picking. What happened?
I just realized something.
What?
Why did they bring in Rangnick? Because of the way that he develops clubs, and then they sacked him before he could bring in the players.
But do you know what happened? I think Rangnick, he said that United need like 7 players.
Yes,
10.
they do.
He had 7, and then they said,
And they do.
Get out.
He was spinning facts.
He was spinning facts, and they sacked him for it.
Yeah, like Ralph was like, bro, you can so before and everything, but from what I've done and my assessments, this team needs a complete revamp from top to bottom. Now, here's the thing. It goes deeper. When you have a manager, they're going to bring in their guys. I think we said this before. After Moyes, you should have brought in Mourinho. Because when you bring in Mourinho, You now have years where Mourinho is not going to bring in particular guys. You bring in Moyes, you sack him. You bring in Van Gaal, then you sack him. Moyes brings a certain type of player. Van Gaal brings a certain type of player. Then you now bring in Mourinho. But Mourinho now has to deal with what Van Gaal brought in, what Moyes brought in. So that's why when you chop and change so quickly, it's all a mess. Abramovich was just an expert at doing it because he knew when to sack and who to hire to get a trophy. It isn't how you should do things. You see, Bram, that is not... Kids, don't do what Bram did. Okay? But it's in a very weird way, in a mad sense way, it was successful because he knew how to hire and sack. But that's how you do it is be very careful who you pick as a manager. And when you pick him, that is the philosophy that you have. But what you really have is, for Barca, for Ajax, for Real Bayern, there's a profile that comes through. So as a manager, cool, I know what you're about, but this is what Bayern are about, and this is the profile of player that we want. This is what Barca are about, this is what Real about, this is what Liverpool are about, and this is the profile player. If you just have manager here, manager here, manager here, manager here, there is no synergy. There is no through line that you can have. So, guys, I'm telling you, man.
Go ahead, Mike.
I'm telling you, man. Ten Hag United this season, man. I'm worried.
Yes, sir. It's going to be a long season, bro. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry because I'm a Liverpool fan. I hate you guys.
Bro, no.
It's going to be a long season.
How the hell does Cristiano stay? Think
about that. That's in the background as well.
For Cristiano, he's like, wait a minute. I'm going to just stay here and struggle week to week with like vibes football and nothing through. Cristiano would rather be a free agent than suffer the embarrassment and disgrace of suffering week to week while his nemesis is saying what's up in the UCL for PSG. Come on, bro.
But Mike, sorry to interject you, bro. But our club is weird. Our club is we talk about the orange, bro. We're so weird. As much as he's a racist and all that stuff, right? Arnautovic was a target that Man United was looking for. Yes, everyone can laugh and everything. Do you know the reason why they didn't go after Arnautovic is because the fans got upset? Yep. So for me, I'm like, okay, it's wanted to come to your own conclusion that this player was not good and everything, but for you to literally say, oh, because the fans didn't like it, we're not gonna sign him. It's like at this point, I don't know how we like. What football?
Why did they not hire
like this?
Why did they not hire Poch? Because of the fans.
I don't. At this point, I don't understand. It's like, one thing. It's like run the football club. If the fans will get upset if we win, we will get upset if we lose. Fans are fickle. We're fickle. HH. One day I was cussing Cristiano Ronaldo. The other day I was calling him the GOAT. This is what we are, HH. So for you to be like, okay. No, it's just the honest truth. He scores a goal. Literally, every United fan that says we should sell Cristiano Ronaldo. When Brighton went 2-0 up, everyone's like, bring him on, man, bring him on.
I just want to know before because I want to move to our last topic, Mike. Where did United finish, or do you think we need to just wait and see what happens, or can you already make an assessment?
They're not finishing top 4. That is a guarantee.
So guarantee they're not finishing top 4.
Guarantee.
Oh, Europe
Max
spots are a worry.
Yeah, I think
we might see some West Ham Europa League action again.
Yes, sir. I have one question for you. What is the number 1 position you need most? Number 6 or number 8?
Bro, we need everything.
No, but what you really need right now. If you have to pick one.
We had to get 6, bro. We haven't had a 6 for too long, bro.
Okay, Erik Ten Hag used to work at the Eredivisie. Osasuna. Should they go for Sangare?
Yes.
I know he's your boy.
No. Bro.
Why?
Yes. Why not? Why not?
Why not?
We need him.
I know you need him, but he would.
No, never. Get out of my club. Sangare would never go to that broken club. Guy,
because at least Erik Ten Hag has seen him play.
Mike, I am not. At this point, Man United has humbled me, right? I cannot ask for Neymar. I cannot ask for Messi. I cannot ask for Kylian Mbappe, bro. I am begging, bro. You just a player plays for Monaco. What's some Ben Yedder? Ben Yedder will be amazing for Man United. He'll work beautiful for us. The guy will for me. I think he's a baller. But Man United will never be interested. Sangare will never. Lamer, RB Leipzig is begging any club to be interested in Lamer because they don't want to sell to Bayern Munich. Man United don't even know who Lamer is. It's like, you know what's crazy? It's like we sacked the guy that had all these connections around the world at Ragnick. He knows everyone. He can get players that cuckoo.
But what's the logic in sacking Ralph from his posters?
Because
because he spoke
he
too
was
much
speaking
truth.
facts.
That's why.
Too much.
Yep.
And
much
then
truth.
and how is this logical? Apparently we hired him for a role that he obviously was clearly not good enough. And any normal sane football fan could tell you this guy, the last time he managed was Leipzig, like under when
Hoffenheim.
I think it was Leipzig after.
His only achievement was taking Schalke to the UCL semi. That was his biggest achievement.
So
That was a good achievement, though.
And then like you hear him talk in the press conference, and literally the guy said it's not rocket science. We know what to do. It's not clear. You bring in a manager, you give the manager what he wants, and that's it. But Man United said, you know what? We're gonna do this the most complicated, the most chaotic, the most stupidest way possible. We're gonna make it 10 times harder for us. That's literally what they did, and they sacked him.
If you guys still had Randing, you would have gotten Benjamin Sesko, you would have gotten Konrad Leimer, and you would have probably got some other good young talented players that Rangnick sees as Eric Ten Hag players. And there would be it would be fine then. Because then okay, we're going in a direction, we can be happy, we're going to go through ups and downs this season, but we see a plan with Eric Ten Hag. Now, it's just chaos. You're going there, you're going there, you're going for Rabiot, you're going for Arnautovic, bro. It ain't looking good.
Let's take some debates, man. So from Kessie, either of PSV Rangers are screwed in the league. #CL tax. True, but let's see though. It depends if they get knocked out in the groups or if they take the 14 by UCL group.
Ajax won the Eredivisie when they were in the Champions League. So, does Ajax not count? I don't know.
Yeah. Dajo RF, Mani should get the Japanese DM from Frankfurt. He looks good and is young. United, as things said, they need 7 players. Yes, I'm saying right now, Rashford is done. I know you love him and so forth. That guy is done. He's finished. That man is finished. You need to decide either you want to keep Scott McTominay or Flintstones. Hail the Flintstones. Pick one. Actually, who'd you pick to keep
Fred,
McTominay or Fred?
Fred. 100%.
Yes, we don't know. Yes, no to McSauce.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
no to McSauce.
The guy runs into players, bro. I don't know. He has a ball and runs into players.
Did you see that ball rule he was trying to do?
Oh Lord. What's it called? Alps. 18-year-old Pedri destroyed Modric. It's Euro 2020. But where is Pedri's World Cup tournament performance? There we go. Thank you. David T. McTominay has better stats. No joke. Look it up. Yeah, but what does that mean? What the hell do stats mean? It's about
and those stats, because they were comparing McTominay and Rabiot stats, you have to understand that Rabiot was playing as a left winger last season because of Allegri ball.
Yeah, I mean, there's all you also have to use context.
We actually had the honest conversation about Allegri, but that's
wait. Eric Romano, exclusive. Ten Hag dated Veronique Rabiot. Wait, is this real? Okay, it can't be real. It can't be real. No,
is that why?
No, it can't be real. No, that's not. Alps, yes, yeah. Big up to you. Lift your head high. United ruined a lot of these guys' childhoods because they kept winning. As a treble winner, I feel you. Yeah, man.
I mean, I understand how Liverpool fans feel, man. It's not easy out here, man.
No,
Barry, you pushing it with KCM and Barca 11 debates. Not gonna lie, I'm just saying that there's a conversation can be had. Honestly, that can be had between those two trios.
I feel like Barcelona fans think it's like a disrespectful to even compare, and I don't get it.
Which in itself is disrespectful. Now you can say the Barca trio is better, and you're right. But to say that you can't even have a debate,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
QCA, FDJ better than Rabiot, Anthony better than Arnautovic, Ten Hag better than T-Bag.
Oh, my pocket. I don't get it, but
David C. We were debt-free before the Glazers. We are now over $1 billion in debt. They let go of Ralph months after hiring for the advisory role. So wait. Do you think Glazers are just using this as like a money siphoning scheme or something?
Yes. They're not. Do you know they haven't spent none of their own money into Man United? not a single penny. Like I talk about like I spend more money on Man United than the Glazers have.
That's your stop doing it.
That's crazy. It's actually no. I long time ago.
I
Long time
probably
ago.
Wait. Yes, have you tweeted at hashtag empty Old Trafford?
Yeah.
Good on you, man.
Yeah.
Alps. If Ten Hag resigns or gets sacked, it's that.
I
No. Yeah, okay. Let me ask. Do you see a scenario where he's never getting sacked because United would look really stupid? However bad it gets, they can't sack him because they're like, okay, no, sack and do what? Do you think he resigns?
No, but I think my general opinion, if I was your inner circle, if I was in his inner circle, bro, I will literally tell Erik Ten Hag, listen, or if you don't get what you need, that you what you're promised, please turn. Because I've said this before. I said this in a Twitter space. I said, Man United, not only do we destroy careers of players, we do destroy careers of managers. Look how long it took David Moyes to literally resurrect his career. The guy got exiled to Sunderland. The guy went to La Liga. Like until now people are like, David Moyes is a good manager. Like the guy was doing well at Everton. Decided to come to Manchester United. We ate him alive, and that's what Man United do. We destroy careers of managers. So Erik Ten Hag is up and he's young and everything. He's gonna grow hair and he's gonna lose hair. That's what's gonna happen in Man United. Man United, you will get old. Like I saw a picture of Mourinho looking good with his tan and everything. Like you should see him when he was managing Man United. The guy looked rough. The guy looked like he was the
That's what that's to do to you, man.
Yeah.
So from Rotimi Oyewole, who says, "Where is United's dignity? Laugh my ass off. Take the young offer off the table."
That's what I'm hoping for, though. I'm hoping deep down inside, I'm hoping that there has been that phone call. That phone call that the phone call that when Juve got caught up. That phone call. I hope that's that exclusive type of phone call where it was Erik Ten Hag and Frankie De Jong and literally the guy said, I don't care what anyone's I'm coming to you. You promise? You coming? Erik Ten Hag probably like calling him every day now. Yo, are you sure, man? Are you sure? What are you saying, man? Yeah, I'm coming. Are you sure? I'm getting scared.
Your boy Kessie gonna snitch to Terry about Double H's ding dog slander. Wait, what slander have I ever given to Frankie? All I say for Frank is that he's good, but I just think he's slightly overrated. I've not given him any slander. QC8, Chelsea, please rescue CR37 for his mental health, please.
To play what? Terrorist football?
Chelsea are getting Aubameyang. We're going to get to the whole battle in Chelsea are getting Aubameyang. I believe Chelsea are going to get Aubameyang. So, Cristiano, stay with the shit.
Aubameyang must be... He has no loyalty.
David, apparently we were in for Werner, but he went to RB.
That's crazy.
Yes, would you have wanted Werner?
100%. I would have Werner, give me Pulisic, give me Ziyech. Because for me, it would be put a smile on my face if all of them start balling. And it's like, Chelsea was the fault. How
the mighty have fallen, man. How the mighty have fallen, man. Disgraceful. So to Puya Mutsa, thank you for the Puya. Man United can hire as many good managers as they want, but much like Milan Banter era, until they fix the structure upstairs, it'll be the same cycle for them.
Yeah.
I'm saying right now that United, so they're not winning the title this year. So next year, it will be 10 years since they won the league. Because the league was, 2013 for Fergie. So it'll be 10 years, a decade. Bro, United are going to go through that Milan thing. And if not for Mourinho, a guy who keeps getting slandered, it would have been a lot longer since United won any major trophy. United are not winning any trophies anytime soon. So this is like AC Milan. And we know how big of a club AC Milan is. So United, you're going to have to accept this is what happens. United fans need to stop being arrogant. That's why I keep trying. Terry, please listen to me. I guess you're popular. I guess you have lots of clicks on social media. You're just not that sexy anymore.
You know how you said earlier, United has spent over I think we spent over $1 billion, more than $1 billion on the squad. When you watch Man United, can you see $1 billion squad? Do you see that? Like,
No,
like do you ever wonder like what happened to the money? Yeah, exactly. And then I literally actually there used to be a time period where I miss Smalling, I miss Johnny Evans, I miss Fellini. I miss Fellini. I miss him so much. I miss Ashley Young. I miss Valencia.
All right, wait, hold on. Alps.
I miss Herrera.
Seeing the United situation, I must say, Laporta, Alemany are the freaking goats. Our rebuild lasted 1 month. I legit thought we were the new Milan. Alps, that is an amazing segue. That's an amazing segue. Because, guys, now, I was watching ESPN FC like about a few weeks ago, and they had like a Spanish correspondent, and they asked us, okay, are Barca worried about registering players? And this guy said, I know what it looks like and everything, but Barca wouldn't sign any players if they knew they couldn't register them. And he said that no matter what, come the start of the season, these players will be registered and be ready to play. But the scenario we now have is if they don't register these guys, so if they don't register Kessie or Christensen, they'll be able to be available on a free. Now, I even want us to even have a conversation about why is Javier Tebas on the Liga? Why are these rules so stringent? For what reason? Do they just do this because they just think that they're cool? Like, why is it so harsh? But beyond that, I'm like, I think they'll end up registering them. But for the streets and for comedy and for content's sake, it would be hilarious after Barca fans have been twerking, have been like insulting and abusing me if they don't manage to register any of these dudes by opening day. Osuna, can you see a scenario where Real Madrid can easily walk the league because most of Barca's signings won't even be able to play because they can't register these dudes?
Why are you making this a theory? They're going to register them. Like, this is not really even a theory. They bought these players for a reason. I don't think that the players that they haven't registered are even their crucial players, in my opinion. So
Kessie is pretty crucial.
Yes, he is pretty crucial, yeah. But they've already registered Lewandowski, Raphinha. So I think if they're going to register the rest of them, they're going to find a way. The young's gonna probably go, right? So I think eventually it'll end up that they do. Even if they were not to register them, it wouldn't be a walkover for us because we just don't do that. Madrid doesn't just dominate the league.
But here's my thing with this: is this dependence on Frankie, Depay, and Braithwaite leaving, or that's independent of it? Or does that need to happen? Do those guys need to go in order for this registration to happen? Or are those two independent cases?
I'm not a financial expert, so I can't say about that. They probably do need to sell them, right? But maybe they don't.
Because my thing, look, see, I am with you. I feel that, look, these guys have been in this game for a long time. They know the rules, and they just know, yeah, we know what to do in order for them to now see what's up. I'm just saying that if it is dependent on those sales, and Frankie doesn't go, because see, here's my thing. I don't particularly want Frankie, but I want Frankie to clown Man United, and so forth. I want to use that as a flex. So Chelsea could be crucial because Chelsea could get both Aubameyang and Frankie, two guys that Chelsea probably do need. So do you see those two deals happening before the window closes? Aubameyang and Frankie joining Chelsea?
Frankie, yes, I think. Aubameyang, not really. I don't think Aubameyang's going to go to Chelsea. I have no idea who you guys are going to get for striker, to be honest. But I don't think it'll be Aubameyang. I don't know who will be. Maybe Chelsea just doesn't go for a striker. They think there's enough of this curse who might as well just play without a striker.
Oh, so now the curse doesn't exist, man. It's a figment of your imagination, man. Like the Matrix.
It's a real thing. It's a real thing.
It's a figment of your imagination. It's not a real thing. But look, I'm saying that it would be hilarious if they can't register this place and Barca completely screw up. Because my thing is, in life, never assume. That's what I'm saying. In life, never assume. Yes, yeah. Do you think Barca screw up all this registration, bro?
No. No, I mean, Actually,
And and you still believe Silva will join them this window?
Yeah. I mean, HH, have you seen? One thing though. I've seen a lot of people crying on social media because apparently Frankie de Jong is getting like abuse from Barca fans.
Well, yeah. Braithwaite was booed, which is crazy. Crazy.
But HH, you know what the thing is?
Wait, you're booing me because I'm honoring a contract that was given to me.
No, but HH, you guys don't
and
understand.
he's paying for.
You guys don't understand. You know what's
and he's rich.
HH, the moment, remember like a while back, whenever the 14 of Paris got leaked, his audio and stuff like that, where he cussed all the legends and all that stuff, right? And then, we thought it was going to be a big deal and everything, but then like it seemed like a lot of the players knew that he was like this while they were there. He was like, one thing I realized is it doesn't matter what happens in Barcelona. It doesn't matter what happens in Real Madrid. The players get booed. The game gets shot at. All that stuff. Get out of my club. For whatever reason, the players still want to play for the club. It's great. I don't know what it is about Barcelona and Real Madrid, but it's different. Like how many?
It's a historic club. When you look at the kind of players that have played there and so forth, you want to be parts of it, which is how we got screwed over with Raphinha.
I also believe that sometimes I feel like in the back of the player's mind, they're like, oh my God, I'm at Barcelona. And there's like a fear that you might lose that ability, that your position, not only position, the opportunity to still play for Barcelona. Like, I genuinely feel like players feel like they're scared, like, because there's always, how I always say, there's always going to be that next dude. There might not be that next dude that takes his position, and that's Loki what's happening to Frankie de Jong. For whatever reason, Barcelona's like, nah, man, we're done with you. Like, you had your chance, but get the heck out of here. You're just not good enough, basically. But no, HH, I think they're gonna sign all their players. I think
here's the thing. I want it to happen because I think that La Liga could be crazy this season. Because I just think generally the whole Lewandowski versus Benzema, the pressure Xavi has because Barca have had the best summer transfer window, and Real being Real, I think we could be in for an absolutely amazing La Liga season. Amazing La Liga season. So
no, I genuinely feel like people have nothing to. Barca fans don't have nothing to worry about. They have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 levers left to pull. I don't know where they're getting these levers from, but
yes, it's magical levers. Like in a freaking Disney cartoon, they pull it and gold pretty much appears out of nowhere.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't understand this. No one understands this. Everyone tried to explain this. No one can explain this. But for what now, people are saying.
I think. Look, see, I think what it is that you're giving up a lot.
Yeah.
Stuff that you own and everything, you're giving up rights to a lot of things that you own, TV studios, TV rights, thingy rights, and so forth. Because it's like you're gambling, you're betting. I'm going to lose this because I want to now receive this because I believe I'm going to gain something in the future. Hence why, Jav is under an incredible amount of pressure. He has to deliver. He has to deliver.
Technically, Chelsea can bail Barcelona out.
Oh, for sure.
If Chelsea buy De Jong and they sign Aubameyang, that's all they need.
And apparently, I read that Todd Bowley actually has spoken to De Jong directly, and they're the one to bring him in. So because and this is what I try to tell Terry for so long. I said, Terry, De Jong isn't joining United because it's Man United. Man United is a name that it means nothing to De Jong. You don't have Champions League football, so he's not touching that club. Chelsea have Champions League football. Chelsea are in a much better position footballing wise than United. De Jong was never a consideration. The only thing that they had was Ten Hag. But when you leave Daddy, you don't want to go back to freaking Daddy. When you leave home, you leave home.
I am telling you now, the moment Frankie de Jong puts on a Chelsea shirt, I will hate on him. I will do everything I can to put juju on him.
Why?
The guy, because he will be a walking, breathing L. Every time Chelsea Football Club comes on TV, it will literally be a reminder of how the L we take. I cannot handle that. I will wish him nothing but bad luck on him. I'm not gonna lie to you. I will. Because
let's take this just before we get out of here. Now, I'm so glad you brought this up. Wink, Athletic. Mount is an unlocker like Neymar. So, guys, I don't know whether you saw this diagram.
And Fernandes is a creator.
Yeah, Bruno Fernandes is the creator.
Which is
So,
true. But,
some random dude, I don't know who he is, and I actually don't care who he is, introducing the Athletics 18-player roles. So, you may not see, but it says wide attacker, unlocker, Mounts, Neymar, Pellegrini. Any diagram that has Mounts and Neymar in the same stratosphere is a bombers diagram. I'll say this again. Any diagram that has Mason Mount in the same stratosphere as Neymar is a bombers diagram. This stats merchants, get the hell out of my sights. I hate you with all my heart.
but HH, doesn't that make look, in a way, that actually this proves your point, HH. In a way, think about it. Because the thing is, when you ask people, when you look at the stats, when you ask people and everything, everyone comes to a different conclusion with Mason Mount. Because in reality, no one knows what Mason Mount is. No one knows what. No one knows what Mason Mount does.
He's an eight.
But HH, he never plays. But he never
That's
plays in that position. He never does.
Because of the formation, basically, here's the thing: 4-3-3. He plays in the 8th. The issue is that if it's a 4-3-3, he isn't amongst the best 3 midfielders in there. So the issue is he's just making do with being an attacker. But he has the business playing as an attacker because the kid can't dribble. He's useless 1v1.
So you're telling me if you had a dribbler in your team, Os, the guy will not be playing. You're telling me that?
Hell no. Of course not. No.
Damn.
It's like, no. What do you mean?
Actually, you know this guy has a cult, right?
Mason Mount. You know me, guys. You know me. I couldn't give a crap about what people support. I'm against the great merchants. I don't give a crap. The guy Mason Mount is a okay player. Not fantastic, not flamboyant. He's okay. He's decent. That's it. Nothing more.
There's fans out there right now that will tell you Mason Mount is already a Chelsea legend.
I know.
They'll tell you that.
And yes, for those guys, those guys can piss off, and I will mute and block those clowns. Very simple.
I love Chelsea.
So let me hit. So Jay Jokin, who's a United fan, just a reminder. Jose brought through mixed sauce,
but also Jose also brought Modric to Real Madrid. He also brought through Di Maria.
And also, wait, guys, shout out to Samasi who brought us up on the Monday hangout. Did you see Mourinho's summer transfer window for Inter Milan the summer before they won the treble? This guy brought in Snyder, he brought in Milito, he brought in Etso, I think some other guys, and I think Lucio. That is the best summer transfer window of all time. And people still have the cheek to question Mourinho. Yeah. People still have the audacity to question Mourinho. As such a man, you know what?
When he last won the Premier League with Chelsea, I remember that summer. I remember he brought in Felipe Luis, Diego Costa, Fabregas, and I forgot who else he brought in. But man, those again. No. He brought Douglas Diego Costa. But that's almost crazy too. Like. You had Felipe Luis, which was arguably one of the best left backs in the world. Then you had Diego Costa, which is a monster at Atletico Madrid.
And then Fabregas. Fabregas and Costa, they went crazy. Shazzy Watsipomuta, thank you for the dub 2-1. Thank you for the dub. Funniest thing is they always come close to getting a good director of football, then they go back on it. They let Van der Sar slip. They let Berta slip. They let Morata slip before he went to Inter. The Rag, we know what's happened there, etc. United are a mess, man. I mean, it's a complete mess.
What's insane though? You know what's so crazy? You know, Ragnick. You know who's Ragnick was just chilling with? Paul Mitchell, the Paul Mitchell over the guy that's over at Monaco. Apparently, we had an interview with Paul Mitchell and we decided nah. We said nah. The arrogance is actually a dangerous thing.
But see, that is why I was trying to explain to Terry is that. Stop bringing up about United's popularity and so forth. It means nothing. Yes, we talk about United based on the castle that Fergie has built. With each given year, United will become more and more irrelevant. And the irrelevancy will keep on growing because, bro, it's only 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 years since they won the league. Just think about it. A decade still since United won a league title. Something that used to, when Fergie was around, after his first league, you couldn't go more than 2 years without them winning the league. More than 2 or 3 years. A decade. I thought, like, and once you realize that United just ain't sexy anymore. Doesn't matter how popular you are. How people talk about United on social media because people are intrigued by the fall. People don't really care about the rise, they care about the fall. When a great thing falls, it is the most fascinating thing in the world. That is why AFTV was huge at that point, because from the Invincibles and so forth to these bombers losers, that's the thing. Alps. Out of the 90 La Liga signings, only 34 have been registered. This is a La Liga problem because of salary caps, FFP, and COVID losses. Sebas has to go. Actually, also, real quick, do you think, why is La Liga, why is it so harsh? These rules, registration rules, why is it so harsh in La Liga?
Well, I don't know why.
You know, I was listening to Sid Lowe. Sid Lowe said that, and Barca fans will not accept it, it's preventative, HH. It's for too long, a lot of the La Liga teams has been spending willy-nilly, and it's actually been getting a lot of clubs into massive trouble. So this is preventative more than anything.
But there can be a better balance though. There can be a better balance, man.
Yeah.
QC8 says Trasholona wedding OnlyFans still can't register. Look, my thing though is, as I said again, it would be funny if they don't register these dudes, but I think when all is said and done, I believe they will. I believe they will. It would just be funny if they don't, but I believe eventually they will, because look, these guys are experienced, and because they're experienced, they know how this whole thing goes though. All right, hold on. Where are we? Shout out to your boy QC again, who says Laporta lied to Trasholona fans, liquidated in 2 years. Oh, do you have COVID?
No.
Monkeypox? All right, man. Dajo, Chelsea need creative players more than DMs. Therefore, I offer Zad for Kai. P.S. Once upon a time, Bayern wanted Project Neymar for 40+ million.
That's crazy.
Zad Kai swap.
That's
Project
crazy.
Neymar, that name no longer exists. That was a name coined by Ford, and Ford has since ceased to exist, that name. So please never use that name again. Chelsea need a backup right back. They need a number 10 and they need a striker. 3. Right back, number 10 and a striker, and so forth.
Would you have taken Isco?
Yeah. But yes, I would take him as a manager, but he wouldn't work for Tuchel. That's the issue. Literally, he would not work for Tuchel. Guys, it's been swell, guys. Shout out Osuna. Thank you, bro. Yes, yeah. Thank you, my guy. Guys, we'll be back here on Friday for a La Liga preview on Friday, man. I'll see you guys there. Peace out. Stay true. If it wasn't for that Bombers De Bruyne, Zad would be a World Cup winner. Peace out. Stay true and one love. Peace out, guys. Peace.